So, quickest way to ruin your diet phase, and I see diet phases screwed up a lot of the time, and I want to break down the quickest way to ruin it, how to get it back on track, and what not to do to prevent you from ruining your diet phase. So a lot of the times when someone comes to me, typically an inquiry when they want to work with myself, they say, hey bro, I've been dieting for a few weeks. I always say, hey, send me your current diet, send me a consultation, send me some imagery, let's see where you currently are. And typically I run into a few issues which I see at hand, which is cardio too high, output, expenditure, NEAT is too high, food is too low. What issues does this give me? The runway to make changes to progress cardio in a moderate fashion is now not there because it's been maxed out. The runway of pulling food into a deficit in a state of balancing that with increasing cardio and pulling food is now not there because food's too low. What does that lead to? An unresponsive physique. A fresh physique's a responsive physique. A fresh physique allows me to elicit changes and get the response I want to ensure we're getting in the best shape. So what's the first thing you need any diet phase? A roadmap. Clients will inquire with me and say, hey bro, I want to get lean. I'll say, great, when by? When by? We need a date, we need a goal. And why is it important to have a goal in life, in anything you do, in business, in relationships, in coaching? So we can have a goal, and we can reverse engineer our way to the goal and set small milestones we can tick off to hit that goal. So if it was me, hey bro, for example, I've actually got a shoot in 12 weeks. So I know my end goal is 12 weeks. I know to be in the best shape in 12 weeks, I might need to lose X amount of kilos by 6 weeks, X amount of kilos by 8 weeks from that goal. And we start to set small goals to reach the end goal. So for example, let's use an easier ballpark figure. When my competitive clients come to me and they've worked with me before and I know what weight they need to be. So say for example, I had a competitor that is 7 kilos over his last stage weight, his best look. We always use that as a comparable. And he's got 14 weeks to diet. I'll simply break down that term. Hey bro, you got 14 weeks to diet. If we have a sustainable drop of half a kilo a week over 14 weeks, we're going to lose 7 kilos. We're now going to hit our target. So our roadmap says to us, we've got 14 weeks, lose half a kilo a week, we've now hit our target. So having an end goal, if you've dieted before, is incredibly important. Having an end goal, if you haven't dieted before, is even more important because you're not just dieting loosely. What happens when you diet loosely? There's room to slip, there's room to maneuver. So treat it as an end goal, which we can't move any of the variables, and it works extremely well. So thank you for clicking to watch another video on the channel. You clearly follow myself or you follow the Team Jace page. So if you do follow us and you do watch our videos and you're interested in learning the principles which we use to get our clients in the best shape and some of the training principles which we use in this video, click the link in my bio on Jace_345 or click the link on the Team Jace page, Team Jace_ on Instagram, and we can get on a consult call and help you achieve your goals. Start point, what I typically see is food too low. Say for example, average male, going off ballpark figures, the maintenance of an average male is 2,600 calories. And you start dieting and I say, hey bro, what have you done? And you say, oh, I took 1,000 calories on my diet. We've now dropped straight into 1,600 calories per day. Is it sustainable? No. Is there one way to maneuver if we hit a brick wall? Unless you want to eat 1,000 calories a day, which is not the right thing to do. Probably not. So a lot of the time what people do is they come to me eating too little food. On the other hand, cardio's too high. You come to me 10 weeks out from the goal. Hey bro, I'm doing an hour cardio a day. I say, are you crazy? Do you want to do 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day? Because you always need a point that we can escalate. We need a runway that we can take cardio up. So ballpark figures, once again, 2,500 calories a day. I want to be in a deficit of about 300 calories. How would I do it? I'd do 150 calories by food. I'd do 150 calories by cardio. I would use the Stairmaster. 100 calories per 10 minutes, so 15 minutes cardio and 150 calories via food. Very simple, and I would slowly maneuver things as we went on. But what a lot of people are doing, food's too low, cardio's too high, you have to diet on excess amount of calories and do 2 to 3 hours cardio per day. Easiest way to ruin your diet because it's unsustainable long term. Secondly, overcompensating. Because the diet's hard, you might eat that Mars bar off plan and you say to yourself, well, that Mars bar was only 200 calories, I'm gonna do an extra 20 minutes of stairs. So you're trying to overcompensate for mistakes that shouldn't have happened if you had a sustainable diet, overcompensating for mistakes mentally. it forms a relationship where every time you make a mistake in life, you can always just rectify it. And that's not how life works. So every time you eat that Mars bar off plan, you'll be like, I'll do 20-minute stairs, and that will form a habit. That will become 1 Mars bar, 2 Mars bar, 3 Mars bars. Before you know it, you're doing 3 to 4 hours cardio a day. Body's in a fatigue hole, so it's not recovering anyway, and you feel absolutely horrendous. This gets hard, it gets unsustainable. You throw the diet out the window, back to square one. We call that yo-yo dieting. You start a diet again, do it again, throw the towel in, do it again, yo-yo dieting. Look, fast forward time, 12 months later, you're in the exact same position you was in when you signed up due to an unsustainable diet, which started because your food was too low, your cardio was too high, you're overcompensating, you're eating off plan, thinking more cardio is going to rectify it. There's that old school saying, abs are made in the kitchen. Unfortunately, it is very true. You can't outwork a bad diet, you can't outrun a bad diet, you can't outstairmaster a bad diet. Typically, one of the biggest things is accountability, having someone to be accountable if you've not got the willpower to be accountable to yourself. And when you're not accountable, it allows this little friend here, cardio doubling up. So, hey bro, I didn't manage to get to the gym today and do cardio, but I'm gonna do, Thursday, Friday and Saturday session all on Sunday and just double up the time. It's not how it works. When I work with clients, what happens today is today, tomorrow's a new day. If you miss a meal today, you don't double it up tomorrow, because then you create habit. If you overconsume on your diet on a Saturday, we're not gonna try and rectify it on a Sunday, because Sunday's a new day, a new mindset, a new approach. If you miss a cardio session on Friday, we're not gonna try and double it up on a Saturday, because you'll start to fall into habits, ugly habits of, I won't do cardio today because I'm tired, I'll do it the next day. And you start to fall habits, that means you start doubling up on cardio. If you eat off plan, you start to overcompensate. The plan gets messy, the direction gets skewed, the diet phase gets nowhere. We end up yo-yo dieting, we end up leaving room for comfortability and making mistakes, and we're not actually achieving our physique. So my top tips for getting in shape is 1, having a roadmap you understand, and goals that you can really break down, tangible goals which we can hit, tick off and move forward. Have a start point of sustainability where we bring the deficit via movement and expenditure, cardio, and a bit of a deficit via food. Don't overcompensate. Every day is a new day. Just try and stick to the plan. No doubling up on cardio. Each day is set for that day. The plan is set for that day, so no doubling up. And being accountable to yourself, honest, and holding yourself to your goals.